Trader for Life. I want to share details on how to make use of the chart with the ID50. So what do you mean by ID50? ID50 is under BTMM, so which means the trend continuation. The last one was breaker. Maybe you've missed the breaker alert. You miss it, so you can wait for ID50. Which means trend continuation. So what are the things you need to look for to enter ID50 pattern setup? As we said, we have a chart here, the daily chart. The first thing you look for daily bias. What is daily bias? What is it doing? You can see we have a break of structure upward here, so which means the trend is upward on the daily. So on the H1, what do we need to look for? We need to look for trend continuation. You can see it's moving upward. Maybe you miss the breaker here, the breaker alert. That's the first one. So whenever the trend has moved, maybe you miss it, what you need to do, you wait for ID50 pattern. So let's see what are the necessary checklist you need to follow on 1, 2, 3. Number 1 is shark fin or what's it called, RSI retest at 50. This RSI retest at 50 is either a form shark fin or a retest Bollinger Band, the lower or upper Bollinger Band at 50 level. That's for ID50. So this is 50 level. That's still there, 50 level. So where's the RSI? RSI is forming shark fin at 50 level. What of stochastic? Stochastic is oversold. To trade the ID50 on stochastic, you have to have both either overbought or oversold together with the divergence, because trend continuation, that is divergence, it show trend reversal or continuation. For ID50, you need to have divergence. It's very important. You need to have divergence both on the stochastic and on the price to trade ID50. So we have ID50. We have for ID50 we have RSI at 50 level. Number 1. Number 2, we have stochastic oversold. This is oversold because we are buying. This stochastic oversold together with divergence. You can see this divergence on the stochastic, and we have divergence on the price. On number 3, we don't use yesterday high or yesterday low. We don't use yesterday high or yesterday low. So what we may use is EMA50. This is EMA50. This aqua color, EMA50. So the price must also retest EMA50 for ID. So please note it. Number 1, RSI need to retest at 50 level or form shark fin at 50 level, either of the one. Then number 2, we need to have oversold or overbought of stochastic together with divergence. Then number 3, price to retest at EMA50. This EMA50. So initially on the daily we have break of structure upward. So we are expecting, you can see the trend is trending up for the past 4 days. So we expect it to continue here. So number 1, RSI at 50 level. Number 2, stochastic oversold together with divergence. Then price to retest 50 EMA. So let's see the outcome. So price what does move in our favor. This is RSI at 50 This is stochastic oversold together with divergence. Price retest 50 together with divergence and a move. This is bullish ID50. Let's see another one. This one is bearish. So on bearish, what we need to do, we look for daily structure. What is it saying? See, it broke structure downwards. You can see it broke structure here. Broke structure downward. It did a pullback and it's continuing. So we're expecting continuation. So this is the breaker. This is breaker. You missed. You can see here. See the breaker. Shark at 68 level. You can see this 68 level. Shark at 68. We have overbought, stochastic overbought, and we have price above yesterday high, even together with H4 trend. So it broke down. It broke this. You have breaker down. So price was moving down, but you miss it. Then you wait for ID50 to continue the trend. So ID50 is for trend continuation. Now what we need to do when you see this one is breaking down, so what we need to do, the checklist. Number one, TDI RSI at 50. You can see this is 50 level. Number one, TDI RSI at 50. Number two, stochastic overbought together with divergence. It's very important for ID50 divergence. Price at, look at price at 50 EMA zone. You can see this 50 EMA. Even price also at fair value gap. That is good one. Fair value gap. And we have divergence. We don't need a yesterday high or yesterday low for ID50. So that's it. So let's see the outcome. You can see it continue the trend downward. Continue the trend downward. So let's look for another one. There's another one. What is the structure on daily? Daily is broke structure upward. You can see it breaks structure upward. So, and you can see it has been trending upward. So to continue, so we look for ID50. Number one, you can see TDI at 50 level. Is 50. RSI at 50. Number two, stochastic oversold with divergence. So number three, see price at fair value gap. You can see fair value gap, and together price at psychological level. That's other conferences. Price at psychological level and price at 50 EMA. So those are three. We have on those three conferences. We have fair value gap, we have psychological level, and we have EMA. So you can see three conferences. So price retest 50, psychological, and gap, and we also have divergence. So let's see the outcome. You can see the trend in our favor. The trend in our favor. Let's see if we can see another ID. Okay, this is another one. What's the structure on daily? Daily is breaking structure down. See, this is order block. You can see this order block. I believe you know order block. It broke the opposite bearish. It broke it down. So it broken the structure downward. You can see it has been moving downward. So you miss the trend. So you look for ID50. What are the conditions? Checklist. Number one, RSI TDI at 50 level is number one. 50 level. We have overbought stochastic with divergence. Sorry. So we have TDI and together with divergence. Then we have price at 50 EMA. You can see price at 50 EMA. We also see EMA 800 and EMA 50. Those are conferences. Both those are they serve at resistance. Both EMA 800 and EMA 50 they serve at resistance. So number one, structure breaking down. TDI at 50. Stochastic overbought with divergence, and this one also at EMA 50, and we also have a divergence here. So what's the result? You can see the outcome of the result. The price moved down in our favor. So that is all for now on that's for now on TDI. So let's continue on the other one.